Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Hold on, I want to make sure that this is actually playing here. Everybody, okay. Welcome. Sorry. All right, so we're using an app that's actually, works with Facebook. So I just wanted to go to Facebook or YouTube and actually make sure it was working. So we're going to wait a little bit for people to start rolling in. Obviously, I want to give everybody a fair chance. So just going to go over, obviously some people have some questions about like how we're doing the giveaway. And I tried to answer some of those in the video talking about this giveaway. So as I said in the video, for the car itself, unfortunately, Carolyn and I just don't have the ability to take time off work and deliver the car, to whoever wins it. So whoever does win the car has to come and pick it up. Now, I'll say that if you don't want to make the drive, like if you live in a faraway state, or maybe you don't even live in America, I don't know where everybody lives, right? Then I would just advise, like when we give the keyword for the car giveaway, just don't even type it. If you don't, if you're not going to come and get it. So I will say, if you do type the word, but you realize you're not going to come and get it and you win the car, for example, just comment immediately and say, hey, I'm not going to come pick it up. And then I'll just go to the next person who won. Or I'll do the random number generator again. So what we're going to do for all the prizes that we're giving away is we're going to ask everyone. Carolyn is going to give us a keyword, and everyone's going to type it one time. And we're going to set a time limit of 2 or 3 minutes for each giveaway. Let everybody get their word typed in. That way, if someone comes in late, they still have a chance. And then we're going to count how many people commented, and then just do a random number generator. I have it here on my phone. If you Google random number generator, right, you can enter 1 through whatever, let's say 1 through 50, right, and then hit generate, and a random number pops up every time. So whoever the 37th person, right, if there's 50 people that commented, whoever the 37th person was that commented, that person will win that prize. So I cannot be any more fair than that. Carolyn's actually going to be the one hitting the button on her phone, so I'm not part of it. And yeah, so I will say, yes, we are in Orlando. I see that. I see Bucket's Life. You're in Oregon. That is pretty far. So, but that doesn't exclude you from any of the other prizes. So we are giving away some smaller items that I am paying for shipping. So, my email information is in the description below. If you win, please, contact me. You can contact me if you didn't win, but try to keep it business only. I don't try to get that email, clouded up for any other stuff. So, and if you do win the car, for example, we're more than willing to be hospitable. We can, maybe we can set something up on like a Saturday or something. We have all these cars here. We have a good amount of land. We can do something fun, make a video. I'm more than willing to do something like that. I want to make it fun.
And in your honest opinion, should they come from my cooking?
Brownies, yes. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. I kind of just started this for fun. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing them. I'm not the best, but I'm just constantly learning as things go on. I'm always messing with cars. You can ask my wife. Like even in my free time, I'm on Marketplace. Like I'm on Craigslist. I'm just looking for something to tinker with. Or I love all cars. I'm not just loyal to one brand or the other. Obviously, I like Mustangs because they are cheap. They're easy to build. They're easy to find parts for. They have a lot of aftermarket support. I love Mustangs, but I like everything. Imports, other domestic cars. I'm not a big fan of BMWs. I will say that right off the bat. That's like my least favorite car. But yeah, so what is your favorite brand pizza, Tim Webb asked?
Oh, okay. Tim, my favorite brand pizza probably has to be Papa John's. Yeah, delicious.
I like Hungry Howie's. I don't know if anybody here has that where they live, but that is the bomb. Oh, thank you for being subbed for so long. That Dude in Blue review, if you guys didn't see that video, that was awesome for me. I've been watching him for a long time, and he was actually in Virginia before he moved to Georgia back when I was stationed in the Navy. And when I met him to do that review at VMP, we had talked for a little while, and we actually realized that we think we met each other at a car show back when I was like 19 or 20, in like 2007 or 2008. So it was kind of cool that I'd come across him before, because I was part of this car club back when you used to put stickers on your car and like represent that car club. And he's like, oh, I heard of that car club. They used to go to Home Depot meets. And I thought that was funny that I was like, dude, that was awesome. We got kicked out of that Home Depot multiple times. So,
too many donuts. No.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite car that you've ever owned?
Obviously, a lot of people here know about my notchback. I love that car. That was like my favorite car I've ever built.
That car was like our child.
Yeah.
We bought that car 6 months after we got married.
Yeah, I love that car. That was a lot of late nights, a lot of weekends, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that car, essentially. I'll say that was probably one of my favorite cars I've owned. But I really do like the 93 Cobra that we have now. That's like been a dream car of mine. So really, yeah, the go-kart, I got to say, yeah. If you guys haven't seen the Miata kart, I do love that car. That car is a blast to drive.
That is fun.
It's probably the most impractical vehicle you could ever own.
Unless we could get a baby car seat and strap it to the roof somehow, then we could all, like, as a family, travel.
Yeah.
I will totally impractical. We'd never do that. We value our child's safety.
Yeah.
But unless you can come with us, it's not practical.
So, Money Pit Mustang, I do agree. I do miss the notchback a little bit here and there, but if I had never sold the notch, I would not have the 93 Cobra, and that car is awesome. Every time I go out there, it starts. It hasn't given me any issues, knock on wood, but it's gorgeous. I mean, that car is so clean.
That car has more garage space than I do.
That car does not see any type of inclement weather ever. Way too expensive. If I could do any build, what would it be? That's a good one. My problem is I love so many cars, and I really am a fan of LS swap stuff. There's one build I wanted to do for a long time, and it sounds kind of stupid, but I think old Pontiac Fieros look really cool, and I love the Impala SS with the LS4 front-wheel drive vehicle, and the Fieros were a rear-engine car or mid-engine car, and I would love to put an LS4 from a Impala SS into a Pontiac Fiero. I think that would be awesome. I know it's been done before. I've watched a lot of builds. I've seen people do it. It's fairly uncommon because it is a lot of work, but I think that would be really cool. That would be a build. I am entered to win the Bullet. For those that don't know, or I'm sure a lot of people here watch Mustang Lifestyle, Andrew's channel. His turbo Bullet was actually my old car. I bought that car. It needed a lot of work. My plan was to flip it, but there were some kind of issues that, like, the person I bought it from didn't really disclose a lot to me. And it was also partially my fault because I didn't do as much research as I should have. But there was a lot of stuff. I was told it had X amount of miles. I didn't see it until I got home that it had way more miles than I was told. And it just made it not worth what I paid for it. So I wound up selling it to Andrew, and I think I actually took a loss on it. But then Andrew, he did what he did with it. He went 10-7, and now he's given the car away in his most recent giveaway. And I think I'm going to buy a shirt or something. His 20-time entries ends tomorrow. So I'm going to buy something from him just to get entered to win it, because if I won it back, that would be awesome. And his dyno video just came out. The car made like 468 at the wheels. awesome build, awesome setup, and I'm sure it's really poised to run mid to deep tens. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we're 10 minutes in. I see we have 11 people now. I think we should at least do the first giveaway.
Let's tell the people what's up for grabs.
So the first giveaway is anything huge. We're going to kind of start small. So this is a 1/4-inch ratchet set from Craftsman. It's actually one of the fine tooth ratchets, which I really like. So everything that we're giving away today is something that I've either used or I find beneficial in building these grassroots cars. I'm kind of trying to theme this giveaway around the $2,000 challenge. I'm not sponsored in any way by Grassroots Motorsports, although if you guys want to employ me, I'm not going to turn it down. I just love the event. I've been to a ton of automotive events, and I'm telling you, if you guys get the chance to even come and spectate the $2,000 challenge, it is an absolute blast. Everyone that attends, spectators and people that facilitate the event, from the sponsors to the Grassroots Motorsports staff, it's an all-around awesome event. Everyone's trying to help one another. You'll see some extremely innovative things that people come up with when they build these cars. And I mean, I'm an engineer, so I can respect a lot of, off-the-wall ideas, but some of this stuff works, and some things I would have never thought of. And it's really awesome to just talk to some of these people and pick their brains about what they did. You'll see some applications like Calvin's 4200 Atlas motor. That's an inline 6 from a Trailblazer, right? You see tons of them in the junkyard, and people don't even think twice about them. And he's made that motor. He holds the record now in the quarter mile at, I think, at like 9.8 or 9.9. And
that's fast for $2,000.
For under $2,000, it's impressive. Him and his dad have really, they're very talented. And you should definitely check out his channel if you haven't, NiBlack57. Super awesome guy, super awesome builds. But yeah, so we're going to do this first giveaway.
Yeah, I just want to say something about the challenge too.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. So if y'all are family people, it's a very family friendly environment. Everybody's just hanging out, like you said, helping one another and having a good time. It's super fun and creative. I thought originally the $2,000 was to build onto a car you already had, but it's to buy and build a car. So the fact that you're kind of giving away a car really sets somebody ahead of the pack if they're gonna, enter into this challenge. And it's super fun. Like, it's very creative. I know the thing that intrigues me the most is just the people that come and how unique and creative they are. There was some team there that came from Georgia Tech, and they had a remote control sofa that was rolling around the parking lot. I mean, you don't see stuff like this everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's one of their
definitely
traditions.
A unique car event and super fun for the whole family.
Yeah, and obviously if this is coming from my wife, right, and anyone that has like wives or that maybe aren't into cars, I'm telling you, like, they'll enjoy it. It's super awesome. Hey, Hunter. I do know Hunter. He's my buddy. He's got a small block Chevy powered SN95. Thing is stupid fast. For sale for anyone that wants it, that's interested. So let's go ahead and do this first giveaway, right? It's a 24-piece 1/4-inch ratchet set. I think 72 tooth ratchet itself. It's something like this is very, very handy. Like when I go to the junkyard and pull something, I always bring like big wrenches and big sockets and stuff like that, but I always forget the little stuff, right? And in here, there's a whole bunch of little Torx bits, right, up to like a T35 or T40. And there's a lot of little items, right, that you use those. So something like this is super easy to throw in your bag. Keep it together. I use stuff like this all the time for the junkyard or any type of like interior parts if I'm stripping a car or like gutting a car. This comes in handy. So this is going to be the first giveaway. What do you want the keyword to be?
Our keyword goes with the ratchet set is tight, TIGHT, because you make things tight.
So everybody type it one time, the word tight. And like I said, whoever wins this, I will pay for shipping. So I'll get it shipped out to you. Probably if I don't get it shipped out this weekend, it will probably be on Monday. So the keyword is tight, TIGHT. And we're gonna wait probably. I see we've been live for almost 15 minutes. So we'll stop the keywords at 17 minutes. Give everybody about a little over 2 minutes to get everything in. And once once we hit 17 minutes, we will go ahead and stop that.
So in the meantime, let me ask you a question, Jonathan. What is the most random thing you've pulled from the junkyard for one of your builds?
Gone
to the junkyard a lot.
Yeah. There's some like oddball stuff I pulled. So I'm like really picky, even though some of these builds are very obviously budget limited. I still like stuff to work, and I still like stuff to like be complete. So like I've pulled probably the most random thing is I've pulled like a lens for a dome light off just because the lens I had was broken, and stuff like that drives me nuts. So
what's the other thing that drives you nuts on cars? Every car that you get into.
Rattles.
If anything shakes or rattles,
I mean,
he's losing his mind.
A lot of the cars I have, like the older cars, I don't care about, right? They're old, man. They should rattle. But I'm telling you, when I get into a car that like I spent a lot of money on, or like it's newer and I hear a rattle, oh my freaking gosh, dude.
And that's what he says every time it rattles.
It makes me so mad. All right, so we have about 40 seconds left for everybody to get their keyword in. Carolyn is on the phone now. She's going to actually, I'm going to kind of.
Yeah, I've counted how many there are so far.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us now, we are giving away our first prize, which is a 24-piece quarter-inch ratchet set from Craftsman. Super helpful when going to the junkyard or doing any type of interior or small stuff on the car, throttle bodies, intake, manifold bolts, stuff like that. Does have an extension, goes up to, this is a metric set, by the way. I don't really use too much SAE stuff. Metric stuff is kind of where it's at in my. Yes, you can win multiple times, by the way. So everyone that's here, every single keyword you can type, but every single prize you can only type it once. But yes, if you happen to win multiple times, then that's awesome. But
so we had 10 entries, and our random number generator says number 3. Ooh, 3, which makes Tim Webb the winner. Congratulations.
All right, Tim Webb, you are the winner of the Craftsman quarter-inch ratchet set. Congrats, Tim. We will win. We will ship this out to you. Like I said, if I don't get it shipped out tomorrow, I'll get it shipped out Monday. Just like I said, contact me in my the email that's in the description below. And not tight. All right, congrats, Tim Webb.
All right, this next one is pretty big. It's multiple pieces, right?
Yeah,
so
we're gonna wait a couple minutes before we give it away. But yeah, we are the next prize. Again, along with the theme of the $2,000 challenge. This is something, it sounds dumb, but you guys probably have to understand that this happens on almost every single car that comes to the $2,000 challenge.
Probably multiple times.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you guys a hint. This is a cutting disc or grinding disc, however you want to use it. I can't tell you how many times I just hack the crap out of a car that I'm working on. Weight loss is key. So this is a cordless Craftsman grinder. Now, obviously, this didn't come with batteries, so we did buy the battery and charger and a pack of grinding cutoff wheels as well. So I cannot tell you how much I've used one of these. In fact, there's a video that I'm releasing tomorrow morning of I don't know how many people have been following the D150 build, but I just used the grinder for like a little bit of grinding on the frame on that. So I use it for everything, right? I've used it already on the Miata cart. When I got the cart, there were some things that I wanted to trim up. So it's I don't know, it's super, super useful. And I will tell you another thing, right? Like I told you guys about the quarter-inch ratchet set going to the junkyard. You know how many times I'll bring my quarter-inch, either a Sawzall or cutting wheel to the junkyard because I'm not about to unbolt a freaking exhaust. I am going to cut it off. Or like, I mean, I'll cut through harnesses. If I'm there for something, I mean, you guys have been there, right? Junkyards are the place where you just get to relieve stress because you get to just be a barbarian when you're taking stuff off. I mean, I feel bad sometimes, right? As I've gotten older, I'll feel bad. Like, what if someone needs this, right? So I'll be like, let me just unclip this, right? Someone might need this harness. I get it. But when I'm in a rush or like I'm frustrated, nope. Sawzall, cutting wheels coming out. Oh, I'm cutting through everything to get something stupid. So
the next time Ruby's just pushed you a little bit too far over the edge, I should send you out to the garage with one of these.
Yeah. So one of the things, yes, exactly. When in doubt, cut it out. One of the things I want to talk about a little bit too is the channel itself. So obviously a lot of people joined because of my notchback. I love the, a lot of people love the build. And when I went and I announced I was going to go LS swap, I don't know if you guys know this. I had almost 2,500 subscribers at one time. And then I think I lost like 600 plus subscribers when I said I was going LS swap. Boom. Tons of people gone. So, I mean, and I get it, right? There's a lot of purists out there. A lot of people love the fact that my 93 Cobra is coyote swapped. And there's still a lot of purists that hate it, right? Why would you pull the, the original 302? Well, maybe because I didn't want to make 215 horsepower and run 15 second quarter miles. And I didn't do it anyway. I bought it that way. What's up, XOZ Industries? So anyway, I had a lot more subscribers, but I'm trying to gear the channel towards just everything, right? I'm a automotive enthusiast in general, right? I love Fox bodies. I still have the Foxaholics page, by the way, but I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I am a huge Fox body fanatic and a huge Fox body fan, but like this D150 I'm building with the Hemi, I'm a huge fan of that. I think it's awesome. I love the LS RX-7, which we are going back with the grassroots. We're bringing it back to grassroots this year. I put out a video that not many people watched, but my plans with it, last year we brought it with a nitrous kit. We blew it up on the dyno, right, with 150 shot. I cracked a ring land, I'm pretty sure, and blew the motor up. So the new motor is down there now, sitting in short block phase. So I got to pull the internals, gap the ring, so I don't crack another ring land. And then, but yeah, point is, like, I just love all around builds. I'd like to be able to get to a point where I can give away a running driving car, but that's pretty far down the road given like the growth of the channel and stuff like that.
Because you're not quite monetized yet, are you?
Oh yeah. So yeah, by the way, I'm not even monetized. A lot of people might think I am, right? My most watched video is my dad's reaction and the Fox body, which I love that video.
It's gold.
And like, I think like over 100,000 people have watched it, but like I've always hovered within a couple hundred hours of being monetized. And you have to maintain 4,000 hours of watch time within a 12-month period. So like if you have a lot of watch time, let's say in November, and then a year goes by, you lose that giant lump of watch time. So you could be at like over 4,000 and then get unmonetized or demonetized, right, when you lose that. But I've never been monetized ever. So everything that we're doing here, right, this is coming out of our pockets. We just,
want to say thanks.
We just want to say thanks, right? Like I'm glad that people out there watch videos I post. I think it's awesome. Thank you for the compliment. Thanks for the good work. I appreciate it. I do not watch Brew 21, if that's what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's a channel. I will check it out after this. So I think we're going to go ahead and do our second giveaway. I'm going to post the banner here now, so when people show up, giveaway. Oh, no, here we go. Boom. So second prize, cordless grinder kit. If one word, what's the keyword that that you want everybody to type?
The keyword is, we're going to go with name brand, Craftsman.
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 Craftsman. All right. So if everybody can cut Craftsman, type Craftsman one time.
They can cut it once they get it.
We've been live for 25 minutes, right? So at 27 minutes, the keyword, we're going to stop accepting keywords. So type Craftsman one time, and we will be doing the random number generator just like we did the first time. Craftsman is your keyword for the not only the cutting wheel and the grinder, but the batteries and a pack of 5. Yeah, a pack of 5 discs.
So how long will those discs last? Would it get you through a build?
So I got to be honest. I use Harbor Freight disc. Not recommended. These are more. I've spent more money on this pack of 5 discs than I spend on like a pack of 20 at Harbor Freight. The Harbor Freight ones are garbage, but I just go through them. I don't even care. This is a brand called Blue Fire by Norton. This is industrial quality metal cutting disc, cut through steel, ferrous metals, and stainless steel. So I can guarantee you that this is probably going to be a lot better quality than my Harbor Freight disc. I will say, word of wisdom from my many years of using cutting wheels and grinders, when these start to fray, stop using it, right? I've had these things like blow chunks like right into the side of my leg. Not fun. Hurts. So be smart about it. All right, we got about 30 seconds left on our timer. Again, you can win twice, right? So Tim Webb won the first giveaway. This is a generator, like a random number generator, right? So there's a chance he could win again. I don't want you guys getting mad at me. This is completely random.
And then Tim would just be very, very lucky.
All right, so we've hit 27 minutes.
Okay, we got 15 entries. Our number is 14. Money Pit Mustang, Brian.
Money Pit Mustang. Brian, you are the winner of the Craftsman grinder giveaway.
Woot woot. Congratulations.
You did confirm he's 14, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, congrats, Brian. Again,
awesome.
if you can email me, and my email's in the description below. That would be great. Get it shipped out to you, if not tomorrow, Monday. And we'll get it out to you. He gets monetized and he gets a grinder. All right. Sorry, I'm going to scroll back up because I know you guys somewhat started commenting here. I see Robbie Cutcliffe. 21 views every 3 years, so you're ahead. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, Craftsman, John R. Wells. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Horseplay motoring got monetized. Congrats, man. Dude, that's not an easy feat. A lot of people, I think, underestimate the amount that 4,000 hours is. I mean, that's substantial, right? I mean,
I always thought just anybody that had an ad in front of their videos was getting monetized, but it's not the case anymore.
Yeah, and I don't even know if ads play in front of any of my videos. I don't place ads. I have no control over them. I think that some people that are monetized do have some control over it, but I don't know. I've never been monetized. Last I checked was literally today, and I have, in a 12-month period, 3,575 hours of watch time. So I'm 425 hours away from monetization. Live stream videos like this, they do help. So, hopefully this will go towards it. That'll be nice. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, that monetization is kind of the goal, but honestly, this is more like people call it vlogging, right? Like, it's kind of therapeutic, sometimes. Like, I like to look back sometimes and watch some of the old cars that I've had. Like, I had an old Trans Am that I really liked. That was a cool car.
Yeah, if we didn't do these videos, I wouldn't remember half the cars that you've had. They come and go so quick.
And sometimes it's just kind of cool to see like how far we've come, right? So like the 93 Cobra, right, is getting a T56 Magnum. And honestly, I really wish that freaking transmission was in the car already, but it's been raining here like almost daily. It's really frustrating, which is why I'm just now coming out with part 5 or 6 of the D150 build tomorrow, because it's been raining. I have a garage in the house, but like I need to put like a carport or build a shop or something out there, so I can actually work when it's not raining, you know? Yeah, Bucket's Life brings up a good point. If you guys are watching the video, I would really appreciate it if you liked it. Liking the videos actually really helps with the YouTube algorithm, getting people to see it. I see Mike joined, Max Speed Mike. What's up, man? But yeah, so I like watching the videos because you get to go back and see like how far you come. You get to see like, and you can kind of see the growth in terms of editing, which is awesome. Oh, nice. Horseplay Motoring has 2 giveaways going on. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to Horseplay Motoring. Yeah, so be sure to watch out for some videos we have coming up. We plan on going to NMRA Shootout in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That is the season closer of the NMR race. We didn't make it to Norwalk, Ohio, because there was no transmission in the Cobra. We just bought the T56 Magnum. I pulled the T45 out, which is actually in Andrew, aka Mustang Lifestyle's Bullet, which he's giving away. So I was waiting on some parts. I still kind of am waiting on one part. I don't have a drive shaft, and I can't order the drive shaft until I get the transmission in the car, set on the ground, and take the measurement of the length that I need. I would like to come to Mustangs at Daytona, but I am going to look at a truck in the morning, and then also potentially going to buy a slide-in bed camper. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be super cool for whenever we, make it to Kentucky.
So when we go to events, right, normally we have to get a hotel, and I would really like an RV to pull the trailer and everything, but an RV that's able to have like a 10,000 pound-ish towing capacity, they're expensive. Generally, you need like a Class A. You can get away with a Class C sometimes. It has to be a pretty big Class C, and I am not paying that much money. But a slide-in bed camper, right, that can go in my F350, that's like $2,500, and you can still pull the trailer with it. So whenever we go to these events, not having to buy or not having to get a hotel room, which is like $200 to $300 a night, right? Even for the cheap hotels, because most of the time we're only getting hotels within like a couple weeks of the event, because most of the time we don't know for sure if we're going. I got to get time off work, make sure the car is good, make sure the weather's good, especially a drive like Kentucky, right? I'm gonna be watching the weather, a week or so out, because nobody wants to make that drive and then the event gets rained out. I mean, for us, that's a hike. It's like 16 or 17 hours. Mod Motor Nationals, which is in South Georgia Motorsport Park, that's not that bad. That's like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. Grassroots Motorsports, 2 hours away. Gainesville, so nothing crazy. But so the last giveaway, right? The 1996 Mustang Roller.
That is a roller, right? No engine, no transmission.
It's a roller. It was not originally a GT. It was originally a V6 car. So it does have a 7.5-inch rear end, which the diff is actually welded. Probably worth noting. But it does have, it's got good bones, right? It's got a race seat in it that's reclinable. It's got, some sort of aftermarket steering wheel. The good things about this car, I got to say that if you're going to, I really, really, really want this car to come to the Grassroots Challenge. So before I talk more about the car, I kind of want to talk about upping the ante a little bit. So I don't want this car to get parted out. I don't want it to get sold off or anything like that. I really want it to come to the Grassroots Challenge. So if you bring the car to the Grassroots Challenge, whether it be this year or next year, hopefully at the latest, and you place better than us in the challenge, right? So this year I'm bringing the RX-7, but if you build the car and place better than us, I will give you $100. I know it's not a lot, But
yeah, $100 is $100.
yeah, I mean, $100, right? I'm not gay, but $100 is $100. But that way you don't have to win the event, right? You just have to win against me. And I'm not saying I'm going to win the event. I've never even hit the podium. My first time going, we came in 19th. Last year going, we came in 5th overall. I am very proud about that. So if you bring it to the challenge and you place better than us, I will give you $100. Hopefully that incentivizes someone a little bit, right? I really want to see the car come to the challenge. So now going back to the car, one of the really cool things about this car, and it's kind of hard to find nowadays, it has manual roll-up windows, right? This is something that you don't really find very often, right? And a lot of people that drag race their cars, they will go out of their way and they'll buy these manual window doors. There is a weight savings there. If you're going to gut them, you don't have to put in the manual, mechanisms versus the electric windows. So it's a wingless deck lid. I think looks really good compared to like a wing deck lid. And other than that, it was a manual car, so it will have a clutch pedal in it. It will not have any sort of master cylinder or anything. They normally, right, they're just cable anyway, right? But there was a hydraulic master cylinder in it because if those that don't know, that car did have a Gen 3 Hemi swap in it. So even bigger props to anyone that puts a Hemi back in it. I'd really like to see that. So it was kind of janky the way it was done, but it's easily possible to put another Hemi back in it. And I'm going to give you the motor mounts that came off of the Hemi. So if you get a Hemi, and not a lot of people might not know about the Hemis, right? But Gen 3 Hemis are the same since 2003. From 2003 to current, it is the same motor. I mean, obviously, granted, there's like head differences or like intake differences, but essentially same exact motor. Some of them came with VVTi, or some of them came with like cylinder deactivation, but like I said, same motor. So the mounts I give you, right? If you go pull a Hemi out of like an 05 Ram, you can bolt these motor mounts to this motor and drop it in the car, right? It will bolt in. So I'm going to give you that. It's going to come with a sumped gas tank, not installed. I bought this at a swap meet at Turkey Rod Run. It's a sump tank, and that way, if you want to run like an external pump, I've ran the AEM 380. I found them used for like $100. You can plumb a return style fuel system really easy because it's the SN95 tank essentially with the sump already cut out in the rear. So that's gonna make life a lot easier, especially whether you want to do a Hemi or like a LS or whatever you want to put in. I was going to put a 2J and a Fox, but unfortunately I didn't get down that road. But you can put anything in it. I mean, just have fun with it. It's an awesome platform. I saw a question. So for Grassroots, do parts you already have count towards your build total? Good question. So yes, if you have a part that's on a shelf, if you have a receipt for that part, you can use the receipt value. However, if it's a part that you've had for, let's say, 5, 10, 15 years, what you do is they have something called fair market value. So what you do is you have to have 3 sources of proof stating, like, you can't just say, hey, this 7875 VS Racing Turbo is worth $50, right? You can't they're not just going to take you at your word, right? So you have to have 3 forms of proof, whether it be like a marketplace ad or a Craigslist ad, finding like a similar part for sale at X amount of dollars. And that goes into your build book. So I'm going to go ahead and actually type in the website for the challenge. So it's 2000challenge.com. Very simple. It's Grassroots homepage. It's where you can register for the event. It's where you can read all the rules. They have a lot of frequently asked questions. It's very, very, very helpful. And if you wind up going to grassrootsmotorsports.com, that is their main website. You can read articles and stuff like that, but they have a forum there. And there's a whole forum dedicated to just the Grassroots Motorsports. So people ask questions, people post parts for sale, people post cars for sale, and there's lots of rules, right? So what Carolyn mentioned earlier, at the beginning of the live stream is your $2,000 isn't just to build a car that you already had, right? That includes the price of the car. So there's a loophole in rules, right? If you win a car in a giveaway like this, then however much you spent on the giveaway, in this case, 0, that's how much goes into your budget. So you're starting with a $0 car. This is huge because some people do get cars for free, right? The price of a dinner or something, but they're like rusted out. You have to, winch it up on a flatbed because they're not a roller. But I feel like this is a really good platform for someone to start with. Now you can actually recoup $1,000 anywhere in this budget. Now, let's say you're gonna, like, for example, I saw someone say 4.0 SOHC swap it, right? Single overhead cam. So let's say you put a 4.0 from a freaking Ranger in it. Then let's say you buy a Ranger for $1,000 and you pull the whole drivetrain out of it, and you can sell the rest of that Ranger for $1,000 and get all your money back. And you're free, like you're 0 into that drivetrain, but you still have the rest of the $2,000 for the budget. But you're capped at $1,000 recoup. Now you can't ever sell anything for more than what you paid for it and put it back into your budget. Naturally, you can sell something for more than what you paid for it and make your money, but you can't put that money back into the budget. So let's say I bought this for $5, right? And I need one of the 5 here. This is just an example. But then I sold the 4 for $50, right? I can't turn around and put that $45 extra into the budget. That's not how it works. So you can't ever recoup more than what you paid for something. I don't know if I'm making sense. Yeah, I think
it makes sense.
So if I spent $5 on this and I only used 1, I can sell the remaining for $45, obviously, and keep that. But you can only put down, you made the $5 back in your budget.
Because you're required to turn in like a logbook, and budgets and numbers and everything, right? So
there is a spreadsheet that's on the website you can download. It's already pre-filled out. All you have to do is enter the parts, enter where you got them. And then there's a recoup tab, and it constantly tallies what your budget is. It's really awesome. Yeah. So like, a lot of people think, oh, this is easy, right? But I'm telling you, it's a lot more difficult than people think. It is challenging. It's easy to build something fast. It's really challenging to build something fast in a very limited budget. So it forces you to fabricate and get creative, which is why the challenge is awesome. The budget is the great equalizer. Like, that is what keeps people. Anyone that has money can build something fast, hands down. Throw money at it, you're going to build something fast. It's really hard to build something fast with imagination, creativity, and ingenuity. So, yeah, exactly. $2,000 right there. It just buys heads on a 2-valve, right? And there's your whole budget. Then you have nothing. You have a roller that you're Flintstoning. So you really have to have a good mindset. I've bought, like, the LS motor that I have in the RX-7, I think I paid $350 for. The new LS motor that I have going into the Fox, I paid $200 for, and it came out of a freaking, 03 Silverado. Some guy was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. He pulled the whole motor, put a new motor in it, and the new motor still ran rough. They come to find out it was just a clogged cat. So I got the motor cheap because he just wanted it gone. All right, so we are 44 minutes into this. I think now we are finally going to do the grand prize giveaway. Which,
I needs a drum roll.
Yeah, I know some people think like, oh, this is stupid, but I'm telling you, if you're interested in the Grassroots Challenge, this is an awesome platform, and it has a title. Some of these cars I bought for the challenge haven't even had titles. Yeah. Right. And like, there's no way to get a title.
So by the time that it gets to the challenge, you could have a running, driving, titled car that you could then turn around and sell to somebody at the challenge.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing. People buy and sell cars at the challenge all the time. It's definitely not unheard of.
The first year we went, we bought a car.
Yeah. We bought a Nissan Sentra SER. I think we paid like $1,700 for it.
I think it was 16. I haggled him down.
Oh yeah. She was brutal. But anyway, before Carolyn gives you a keyword for the Mustang, right? I want to remind everybody that's present, that planning on entering. Unfortunately, I cannot. It's not in the cards for me to deliver this car. So we're located in Orlando, Florida. You will have to come get the car. I'm not putting like a timeline to come get it, but
the race is in October.
The race is in October. So if you want to go this year, right, the sooner the better. Now, I built cars for this challenge in a shorter amount of period than that time period. Actually, I started building it around this time, the first year I went.
Yeah.
But yes, you did. But unfortunately, I can't deliver the car. So you have to come get it. And like I said, we can facilitate something, right? If you're coming from far and you want to stay the night or something like that, that's fine. Like we have a guest room. You can sleep here for the night. We could do something fun. It's not a big deal. But I don't have the time nor the resources to deliver the car. But with that being said.
Well, before I give the word, I just wanted to mention the concourse, because the concourse is part of the challenge that's really fun. And that's where the judges will judge your build based on kind of its story. So you have won some pretty great points in your concourse and overall, even like Editor's Choice Awards, because his car blew up the night before the challenge. If you haven't seen those videos, it was pretty intense. Go watch them. But basically the story behind the car tells a whole lot to the judges. And I feel like this kind of sets you ahead of the game, having won a whole car whole car minus the drag train, on a raffle.
Oh yeah. So Tom Sutter, right, who is one of the grassroots editors. I think he's like the founder's son. I could be wrong, but he's really heavily involved with the challenge. He helps facilitate it. He does a lot of work. Huge shout out to him because he helps make it happen. He's one of the many that do. He has wanted someone to exploit this loophole for a long time, right? No one, to my knowledge, has won a car in any sort of giveaway, whether it be a raffle that you had to buy a ticket for or a giveaway like this. No one that I know of has ever won one and brought it to the challenge and competed with it. So if you do, you'd be the first person to do it. And I know for a fact, at least with Tom, that's huge brownie points. So yeah, the concourse, they judge on ingenuity, execution, and engineering or something. But part of that is the car's story itself, right? You have 3 minutes to present. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds. You definitely need to practice before you do it. But that's neither here nor there. I can help whoever wins with as much knowledge as I know from my couple of years going to the challenge, and everyone else who's gone to the challenge is more than willing to help too. That's what's so great about the challenge. So with that being said, here is the title to the 1996.
It is the right title, right?
Yes. Yeah, we have a lot of titles. I had to make sure this is the right one. Not giving away the Cobra. 1996 Ford Mustang red, 124,000 miles. Last it was registered in 2017.
When it had an engine.
Custom faded Rio red paint. And like I said, I am going to throw in a couple parts that I have as well.
And $100 if they beat you.
And $100 if you place better than me in the challenge with this car. So I'm trying to do my best here to make it, incentivize it. I'm really setting you up here. At least I'm trying. So what is the keyword for?
The keyword, well, since it's a grassroots motorsports challenge, the word is grassroots.
Grassroots.
And yes, one word.
Grassroots, one word. Please type it one time if you are interested in winning the car. And like I said, if you want the car, you have to come pick it up, and we'll help you out with some stuff. Obviously, people that are far away might not want to enter, and that's okay. If you do win and you realize, hey, I'm not going to be able to come and get it, please let me know now, or just don't type the word. But we have some people entering, so that is
awesome. What's the time cutoff for everybody?
Oh, yeah. So this is the grand prize, so I'm going to wait, I don't know, it's almost 50 minutes. We'll wait till 53 minutes for for the cutoff, and then we'll end it shortly after that. So I do want to say thank you for everyone that's here, for everyone that's participating. I really appreciate you showing up. I wish everybody good luck to everybody who's entering. Again, I really don't want whoever wins this car to just sell it or part it out or anything like that. Because I will say, I know it's just a roller, but I'm telling these roll-up doors by themselves are worth like $300. It's stupid, I know, but like it's true. The 9495 also worth noting. The front spindles on a 9495 are, I think they have the best angle on the tie rod end of the knuckle for bump steer. I'm pretty sure. So they're pretty nice. There is 9495 Cobra wheels on it. Those are actually worth a decent amount of money. Obviously, you're not going to be able to recoup anything from a car that you have $0 into. But what you can do is you can trade for stuff. So if you don't want the Cobra wheels that are on the car, you can trade those wheels for something else. That's what it is. 9495 spindles are best for Fox body cam members. I knew they were really good for something. I just wasn't 100% sure what it is. All right, so we're at 51 minutes and 15 seconds-ish. A little over 2 minutes left. If you guys are interested in winning the 96 roller, the keyword is grassroots. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Good point, Zach. The 9495s have an actual functional side scoop. So 96 to 98s, that side scoop insert is just solid. It's a honeycomb print, but it's just cast. The 9495s actually have holes, and it's a functional scoop that actually cools the rear. I don't know if it cools the brakes. Like, it's not like, unless you had to like route a ducting, but when you do a burnout, it's kind of cool to see a 9495 because the smoke will come through the scoops.
Huh.
Interesting. If it's not in I thought it was in the description. I thought it was in the description. Apologize. Yeah, you're right. It was not. My bad. That is my fault. Also, Tim Webb, hopefully you emailed me. If you did not email me, hopefully you're still on here.
He was one that asked about the email.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Sorry. It is Tim. Who was it that won the grinder?
It was number 14.
I know it was
I can't remember the name. I'm sorry.
I know it's 14.
We value you as a person. We just forgot
Money
your
Pit
name.
Mustang, Brian. I don't know if he's still on here. Are you on here, Brian? Let's see here. Money Pit Mustang, Brian. Oh.
All
Okay.
right, so are we at
You got
time?
All right, cool. So we are at the time. So
Sorry, I hadn't done the number yet.
she's got to count how many people commented grassroots, which I'll go ahead and
I believe we had 7. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to double check.
It was 7.
Just to make sure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. All right.
All right.
One last call.
Random number generator says 6. Our number is 6.
Number 6. Who is number 6?
That is
Toots.
Congratulations.
Also the person who
You won
mentioned
a car.
Also the person who mentioned Lemon's car. I'm pretty happy that you said that because if you already know about Lemons and you're interested in Lemons, then you're going to love Grassroots because it's equally just as fun. And I have heard in the Grassroots challenge, any car that was raced as a Lemons car, don't quote me on this, but I think any car that passes Lemons Cars inspection automatically passes tech at Grassroots. I might have to push it home. Are you local? I don't know where you are, Toots. That's what I call Carolyn Arline. What's up, Toots? Toots. Sorry.
Not Toots.
Oh,
That's what Ruby does.
yeah, that's what my daughter is. You are local? Nice. Oh, wait. Do I know you? Is this Chris Tootle? That's the only thing that makes sense to me of that name, Toot. Because he said push it home, and they live really close.
I don't know.
Again, not
We'll find
rigged.
out.
You guys saw. Hey, it is him.
Oh, congrats.
You are not allowed to have this car unless you push the 350Z to my house. So to make room for it, you could just bring the 350Z over, and which is a car that I want. And I mean, no. Anyway.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So this is someone that actually competes in the challenge, and I know them. So I'm really happy. I think I have a good feeling that it's actually going to make it to the challenge. So I'm pretty excited. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. I wanted to keep this an hour or less, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. This is fun. I'm really glad to give this stuff away. The two people that won the prizes, Tim and Brian, please send me an email if you haven't sent me an email already. And like I said, I'll get this stuff shipped out to you. And like I said, if you guys like the channel, please watch the videos, like the videos, and share it with your friends if you think it's awesome. It helps me out. Also, shameless plug, Gold Medal Nutrition, my vitamin and supplement company. If you guys really want to help me, that is how you can help me. So I am an avid power lifter as well as triathlon athlete. So I don't look it, but I am in shape. Just sitting here relaxed. I am huge into the fitness and supplement industry. These are actually my products. I don't resell anyone else's products. So hopefully, goldmedalnutrition.com, easy to remember. If you guys are interested and you guys are into fitness, or maybe just getting started, we also just post weekly blogs as well. Please go ahead and check out the website and feel free to place an order for apparel or supplements. That's going to do it. Thank you guys again so much.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for subscribing.
Thank you. All right. We'll get those prizes out to you, and we'll get this Mustang out to Chris Tootle. Thanks, guys. Peace.